This is Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe Class Ratchet right here, side by side with the Voyager class Ratchet from the first movie. For some reason, a lot of the fans have been bashing the Deluxe Class Ratchet because they didn't like the idea of downgrading a character from a Voyager class to a Deluxe class, and this guy isn't really Ratchet because of all the and whatnot. I think it's just Hasbro's way of really reintroducing characters and giving them a more dimension, trying to kick around the character some more and just to see what they can do with it. As we will see later in this year, we'll have the Deluxe Class Ironhide, new molds of Prime and Bumblebee, so I think it's fine. I actually like this figure. It might surprise a lot of you, but I do like this guy. Between the two, he's a lot more chunky and massive and a little bit, hindered articulation. But this guy's a lot more movie accurate, in my opinion. The color is better. The legs are slimmer and the limbs are slimmer, which is reflected on the movie. He's got a gun instead of the battle axe. I think that's a plus. The head sculpt is a lot closer to how he looked like in the movie, so that's pretty cool. I actually like this figure. Now, some articulation problems that I see, but before we do that, let me just finish discussing the kibble. I mean, the skirts, they can be annoying at first, but once you get used to them, you get past the shoulders and the back, and I mean, the figure is not bad. It is actually quite an interesting figure. It looks like samurai armor at some angles, but I don't know, a lot of people will disagree and say that it's just, it's wings flapping on his hips, and to me, it's okay. What really saved this figure for me is really the legs and the articulation on the limbs. He has a ball-jointed head, but doesn't really move because of the collar that they put on him. He doesn't have waist swivel, so both lacking a head swivel or a head articulation and waist articulation will really put a figure down for me. But it didn't for this guy because the legs were super articulated. I mean, just look at this: double jointed knees, ball jointed ankles, ball jointed hips. Even with a Mecha Live gimmick on the thigh, with a thigh swivel. The legs and the limbs really saved this figure for me. The limbs have ball jointed shoulders, hinge and swivel elbows, and a swivel wrist. So you still can get him into some decent articulation or some decent poses, for that matter. And just the overall look of the figure really saved this figure for me, and I like it. Okay, you may disagree with me, but I think if you're a serious movie figure, Transformer movie collector, movie figure collector, I mean, you have to get this guy. Don't pass him up. I mean, the colors, I think, are a lot better than this one, and if you're a casual collector, you can go ahead and skip him, just buy Lockdown or the other deluxes, but I like this guy. Despite not getting him into a serious FX France pose, I still like him. Okay, let's go on to the gimmicks. The Mecha Live, as I said, on the thigh. The other Mecha Live is on his arm when you attach the gun. See, the gun is removable. This one pegs on him on vehicle mode, which incidentally is the same shape as the MP blaster he had in the animated figure. You peg the gear handle here with these two gears, and as you do that, some of the spikes do pop up, which is cool. Pop it out, just do that. Very nice. The gun does, you can keep the missile on. It doesn't matter if you leave it out or on, but I think it's better because in the web episode on monkeybar.com, they did show him with a gun in it, and it is from this the missile in it, and it is this piece that actually releases the EMP blast. So pretty nice, pretty cool, translucent missile. I like it. Fires a good deal of strength, fair amount of strength, so it's fine. I've mistransformed, well, or didn't transform completely the shoulders. They're supposed to go in this way, which is not bad. I mean, you could do that, but I like it this way for some reason. You can do it however you want to do it. It doesn't really matter. So there, very nice figure. To transform him, what you want to do, and again, some of the instruction, some of the bits, some of the frames and the instructions don't really tell you exactly how to do it, so you'd have to figure it out. Particularly these panels. Anyway, so to transform him, what you want to do is raise up the waist piece. There's an Autobot symbol right there, which I forgot to mention. What's nice about it, there is some automorph feature. These two lights or lamps on his chest, they do move down. Not too interesting, but it is there. You want to pop up the waist piece and the chest piece. Just untab it here, like so, and move it over his head. Next thing you want to do is detach the entire head assembly and shoulders, and then rotate it this way. Can be a little bit testy to do this, but once you get around it, it's fine. Just invert him this way, pop it back. Okay, just pop it back right here. Put the head on top of his crotch piece. Not a pre-sight, but it is there. Okay, at this point you want to stretch the doors or the fender and the wheel from the doors. Okay, and then you want to transform the legs. To do the legs, rotate them this way and then this way. Okay. Okay, and then, okay, you want to collapse the legs this way. Collapse the toes this way. Okay, alright. Alright. Oh, okay. Okay, and then you want to stretch this back piece right here. Unfold the back bumper. And then what you want to do is the kibble right here I was talking about earlier. You fold it out this way. That's not the problem. The problem is when you're transforming him back to robot mode. The instruction just says to just flip it like that. If you do that, you're going to break some serious pieces on the mold. What you want to do is just fold it inward first, and then you can go ahead and flip it. That's what the instructions do not say. So just be wary of that. Okay, now go ahead and just collapse it this way and attach it onto the bumper. Do the same thing on the other side. Okay, attach it on the bumper. And that's pretty much the leg transformation. You can peg his feet onto the underside of the wheel, but it doesn't really matter. You can just leave it like that. Okay, and lastly, what you want to do are the arms. You want to fold in the arms this way. Oh, sorry, this way. Okay. Okay. Tab it, the doors in. Okay. And the arms will just, there's a peg hole there and a peg under the wheel. This one you need to tab. Okay. Just like that. Easy as pie. Okay. Do the same thing on the other side. Just attach the doors, peg it in, and then do the same thing with his fists or with his forearm. Peg in the forearm. Like so. And there you have Deluxe Ratchet, Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe Ratchet in his alt mode, which is still the H3 Hummer, Search and Rescue Hummer. Again, the fans have been bashing this particular figure also because of the alt mode. It rolls decent enough if you can get the clearance. I mean, the deluxe class figures are notorious for their very low clearance, but he will roll. The gun, well, the kibble is clearly visible. You know, I'm not gonna say anything nice about that. It sucks, but for a deluxe class figure, it is very representative of Ratchet. The gun will mount here to complete it. If you have the deluxe lockdown, the EMP blaster of lockdown does fit here, but it doesn't stay on very well. It is the shape of the animated Ratchet wound, but it is a lot smaller. And if you have lockdown, the EMP blaster of Ratchet, which he steals on the episode, does fit on his forearm. But we're not going to do that because this is Ratchet's gun, so it's going to stay there with him, and the EMP is going to stay with lockdown. All right, so there you have it. I'm just going to put the other toys with him. Just pop this one on. There you have it. The new deluxe class Revenge of the Fallen Ratchet. Very, very nice figure. I recommend it. I hope this video has been very helpful to a lot of you who are wondering about this figure. Thanks for watching.